Well, hey there. Good morning. Cecilia here. And my question for you today is, are you in the products business? That's right. Are you in the products business? And what I mean by that, are you pushing products on people that are part of your home-based business, or are people coming to you asking you about your products? If you are doing the former, then I implore you, want to make sure you can hear me. If you are doing the former, I really want you to consider, is that working for you? If it is, then I say great. But today I'm going to talk to you about why I got out of the products business for my home-based business. So I know you can hear me. That's good. Let me get this shared out in a few places. For those who don't know me, my name is Cecilia Morris, and I go by the tagline, I'm your engineer by education, home business owner by desire. And I help network and affiliate marketers learn how to, and brick and mortars as well, learn how to use digital marketing strategies to build their brand and their businesses online. And I have been doing this for 2 years. In this January, I started my personal coaching business, where now I either have one-on-one or group coaching sessions with people who want to monetize their social media presence. If you are watching me for the very first time, give me a 5 in the comments. If you've watched me before, give me a fist bump or a wave. If you're watching me live, just drop in and say hello. Give me your name and where you're watching from so I can shout out and say hello back. And if you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. So let me get this shared in a few places, and then we'll go ahead and get started with why I got out of the products business. If you're jumping on, let me know. Are you in the products business? If you are, give me a 1 in the comments, which is basically saying, yes, I'm in the products business. And if you are, please tell me how that's working for you. You might even want to tell me what your product is. We don't mind. Go ahead and type it in the comments while I get this shared out in a few places. Coming to you live today, making up for lost time from last week where I was on punishment with Facebook. So I thought I'd give you a few extra lives this week just to make sure that I'm providing value and sharing good information with you if you are in the home business, network, or affiliate marketing arena. So get this shared out in a few more places, and we'll go ahead and get started. I know you can hear me, which is great. Like I said, if you're watching live, give me your name and where you're watching from so I can say hello. In my Badia voice. All right. So I think we are about good here. You know what the main thing I always do? I always forget to share it to my page. If you're watching me on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel so that way you will be notified when I do go live. And let's go ahead and get this on my page, which is the one thing I always forget to do. So let's take care of that right now, and then we'll go ahead and get started. And my phone wants to act right, which it doesn't seem to want to cooperate today. Don't you hate when that happens? Yeah, it's not cooperating. So we are going, let me see. I don't even know how to get this off of here. It's not going away. All right, so let's move on. Anywho, all right, so the reason why I got out of the product business, number one, was the cost. For most network marketing companies out there, most. Hey, Felisa, how you doing? They all have a monthly auto ship. And I said all again, but the majority of them have a monthly auto ship requirement if you want to maintain your rank or your standing with the company. Well, for me and the companies that I've been with, by the time you add taxes and shipping and handling, that cost was close to $200 a month. And that minimum order requirement usually ended up with me having too much product, meaning that I couldn't use it all in 30 days. 30 days was just too much time for me to be trying to use up all that product. But in order to maintain my rank, I had to place another order. So now I've got excess product. What does that give me? That gave me inventory. Yeah, inventory. So now I'm trying to get rid of this excess inventory. I'm either giving it away. I actually just did something earlier this year where I was giving away product, and all people had to pay was shipping and handling. And I would send it to them and then, of course, give me a testimony on how they liked the product. But They got the product, they paid shipping and handling, but I have yet to get one testimony, even though they told me, oh yeah, I liked it, or it worked out really good. I had one person tell me they kept forgetting to take it, which I thought was funny because I would do the same thing. But anywho, it became hard to sell as well. That was my other problem. So if I wanted to sell it, it was difficult to get people to buy it. Like, that's why I had to give it away if they would just pay for shipping and handling. And then I was doing trade shows, where you buy vendor space at trade shows. Well, I didn't like doing that because, once again, I'm giving away product. I got to give samples, right, for people to try it or test it or whatever to see if they wanted to buy it. So trade shows. And then, of course, the whole set up and tear down and lugging all the inventory from the car and then taking what's left over back to the car. It was just too much. I was over it. And then, of course, there's the rejection, because I'm actually chasing people down saying, please try this. Not in that kind of way, of course, but I was still like chasing people down, trying to get them to try this product. So all of those were reasons that I had said that I want out of the products business. And then, of course, it just wasn't working for me. Trying to do the same things that I had been doing for years, it just wasn't working. The 3-foot rule, form, family, occupation, recreation, motivation. Everybody I was talking to, I had an ulterior motive because I'm trying to find a way to sneak in my company or sneak in my opportunity or something like that. So it became very discouraging, and I had to find another way. And so I had to I wanted to get out of the products business, but I still wanted to have a home-based business. So if that sounds like you, and you too want to get out of the products business, but still have a home-based business, I want to give you some alternatives. There's affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing works very well for me. It works very well for hundreds of thousands of people, because you don't have to have a physical product. You don't have to have home parties or hotel meetings. Occasionally, you might do a 3-way call, but it's definitely not a requirement as part of the business. So that works out really well. So that is affiliate marketing. And then there's the information business. And that is a lot of what I do. And that's part of my coaching business as well, is I supply information. I give people information because at the end of the day, what do people want? They want to make money. So if you can give people information on a way that they can make money that does not require them to have inventory of product, that does not require them to have a monthly auto ship, for me and a lot of people that I work with and those on my team, we found that that's an easier proposition than trying to get someone to purchase your products on a regular basis. And I want to share a quick story. I was at an event yesterday, and one of the speakers at the event was he was with a major insurance company. I won't say the name, but he was with a major insurance company. And the things that he was talking about was planning for your retirement and, of course, leaving a legacy for your family. Part of leaving that legacy is making sure that your final arrangements are taken care of. I have done 3 GoFundMe pages for friends who did not plan well for what happens when you die. Didn't plan for their funeral, didn't plan for those next steps. And 2 of the people that I did GoFundMe pages for had families, meaning they had kids. And it's disheartening, first of all, to lose your loved one, but then to have to worry about how you're going to take care of their final arrangements properly with no insurance money just adds to the stress that you're already going through because of their loss. However, the gentleman that was talking at this meeting did not recognize his audience. He's speaking to people who are living paycheck to paycheck, barely getting by in a lot of cases. Planning for retirement, yeah, right. And the insurance, life insurance that he's offering, it's not like Colonial Penn, $9.95 a month or whatever. Definitely wasn't on that level. So you're asking people who are already living paycheck to paycheck to find money in their budget to pay for something that they, 1, don't want to think about, and 2, don't really see as a necessity. So what I saw in this audience was an opportunity to share my business, because my business is helping people make money with what they already have without joining a company that requires a direct auto ship. So that was a great segue for me, because as I'm looking around the audience and I'm looking to the left and the right and I'm looking at people behind me, I could see their faces were glazed over. I mean, he might as well have been talking Chinese, if that's a language. I believe that is a language. I hope I'm not being disrespectful. But yeah, those people were not in tune with what he was talking about. But once I spoke, they definitely understood what it was that I had to say, because I'm showing people how to use what they have to get what they want. So if that sounds like you, if you want to use what you have to get what you want, I'm going to put the link in the comments. So that way you can check it out for yourself. But I can tell you, at the end of the day, you have to be prepared to take charge of your own financial future. The other thing I want to share with you, and then I'll go ahead and wrap this up, is I did a video yesterday, but the signal was really bad, so I had to take it down. But we have a store here in my area. It's called Elder Beerman. You might have heard of them. They're associated with Bonton, and they announced on the news yesterday that all of their stores will be closed by Wednesday. That's tomorrow. So yesterday I did a walkthrough. I was like, well, they're closing a couple of days. Let's see what they got left. And there was nothing in there. I literally walked through an empty, defunct mall. It was like the saddest thing I had ever seen. So as I'm walking through there, taking what I thought was a good video, one of the people that was still working there, and I was talking with her, she has been working for them for 38 years. So even if she started at 20, she's pushing 60, right? What's it like to work somewhere for 38 years and now they're gone? And this mall has been around for over 100 years, or I should say the name of the store. They've expanded. They were a little store downtown, and then they expanded. And I think they're in like 3 different states, but all their stores done, over. A legacy, kind of like Toys R Us, done. There will be no more Toys R Us kids, just like this mall will no longer exist after Wednesday. So I say all that to say, you will have to take charge of your own financial destiny, because corporate America is going to make decisions that are good for corporate America. They're not going to make decisions that are good for the working person. You know, that lady who's been walking the floor of that mall for 38 years. Bye. I'm sure there's not a pension, I don't believe. Because if it was, I hope she would have taken it. Who worked 38 years if they got a pension? Nonetheless, it was just a sad scenario. So if you're not taking charge of your own future, if you want to get out of the products business like I did, if you want to be able to provide people with information that will bring them more money today, then click the link in the comments and find out more about getting started. Also, if you want personal coaching from me, if you want one-on-one coaching where we can discuss where it is you want to go with your business, whether it's information business, whether you're on my team, whether you're not on my team, but you just want some direction, give me a 7 in the comments, and I'll give you the link, so that way you can have a personal consultation with me and I can see where you're at, where you want to go, and tell you how to bridge the gap. But most importantly, once again, let's take charge of our own financial futures. Click the link in the comments. I'm putting it in there right now, so that way you can find out more information. If you find yourself in a products-based business and you have more product than month, meaning you've got product left over at the end of the month and you've got to place an order and you want to get off of that auto ship roller coaster, go ahead and click the link that I just put in the comments to get more information. Once again, I'm Cecilia Morris. I go by the tagline, I'm your engineer by education, home business owner by desire, and thank you for your time.